The rain had turned the earth soft, swallowing the boy's shoes as he pressed a bundle of crushed wildflowers against a stone marker. His small hands trembled, not from the cold, but from the words he could barely whisper. "Hi, Mama Broken Bar, I brought you these." He brushed his sleeve across the letters carved into the granite, smearing raindrops and tears into the same blur. His chest heaved as he bent lower, placing the flowers gently, as if the ground itself might break if he touched it too hard. That's when he heard it, the sound of muffled sobbing. He turned, startled. Just a few feet away, a woman knelt at a nearby grave, her face hidden behind wet strands of hair, shoulders shaking uncontrollably. She hadn't noticed him. She clutched something in her hand, a photo frame pressed tight against her chest, as though letting go would make her lose the person all over again. The boy stared, caught between fear and curiosity. He whispered softly, "Are you okay?" The woman looked up, her eyes red, her face pale. For a moment, the cemetery seemed to hold its breath. "You were broken by your James?" she said, voice breaking. The boy froze. How did she know his name? James lived with his grandmother after his mother passed. Every week, he snuck out after school, clutching flowers he picked from roadside fields. His grandmother thought the visits were too hard for a boy his age, but James said it was the only way he could still talk to his mom. On this day, he'd hurried through the gates earlier than usually only to discover he wasn't alone. The woman crawled closer on her knees, rain soaking through her dress. She reached into her coat and pulled out the same photo he'd seen, a younger version of his mother, smiling, with another woman by her side. "I was broken by her sister," the woman whispered. "Your aunt. She never told you about me, did she?" James's throat went dry. He shook his head, too stunned to speak. The woman let out a painful laugh that turned into a sob. "I've been coming here for months, watching you. I thought you hated me, a broken bar. That's why your mother never introduced us." But now she stopped, voice breaking. James looked down at the flowers in his hands, then back at her. Slowly, he picked up half the bundle and placed them into her palm. "She'd want us both here," he said quietly. For the first time that day, the rain seemed to ease. The two knelt together before the grave, strangers bound by loss and by a love that refused to die.